everybody, it's Adhara back again with a brand new video. Now, as you may notice, I am not in the back doing my collective reading this time around. I'm instead at home because I had a couple of things I had to finish up. But we still gotta get our content in, baby. So, anyway, with that being said, I just wanted to quickly break down that this is going to be the first of 3 collective readings posted. So you will probably see this intro 2 to 3 more times if it pops up for you, if there's another message within the next 2 to 3 weeks. Anyway, we are going to go ahead and go over what's going on in this reading since it's different than my usual stuff. So first, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with a quote from the Enlightened Heart, an anthology of sacred poetry edited by Stephen Mitchell. And then I will be using the Rose Oracle deck today, which why can't I remember her name? I'll link it down below just because it is a really great deck. I do want to get this inside of the store and sell this one because I love her works. I think her name is Rebecca something. Katie? Rebecca something. Anyway, I digress. I will link these down below because I really love her cards. The next thing that I'm getting is her Healing Waters because that's the only deck I do not have and I adore her work. Anyways, we are going to be doing a collective reading. So how this is going to work is we are going to first go through just doing a traditional spread with these guys, and then I will put in 3 options for advice on your situation and kind of how to move forward a little bit better, so that way it's a little bit customized, but this is more like, you know, the how would I put it? The confirmation that you're at the right reading or that you're seeing this and you're supposed to see it. Then this will tell us the collective reading, which is not chosen. It's just a detailed, or it's not a detailed Celtic cross. It's just a regular Celtic cross. Detailed Celtic cross is actually from my tarot reading options at ReadingI Tarot, which is in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. If you want to book a reading, that is down below. I have 3 wonderful options. All of them are angel numbers. Short and sweet is 444. The detailed Celtic cross, which is like a traditional 3-card spread with a little extra on top of a traditional Celtic cross spread, which is 77. And then the last one is free flow forecast, which is basically like 3 pick a card readings on crack, except it's all for you and there are 3 major messages and I do not hold back, and that is an hour long. So I will have the link down below for that. Okay, I have talked our ears off. Let's go ahead and get grounded and move on into this reading. To our divine answers. Oh boy, my crabs are ready to go. They are making noise. Crabs represent spirituality, so I think they're loving this too. Sorry, I got distracted. I call upon beings that are only of unconditional love with our highest and greatest good, the divine, our higher selves, and our angels to divinely guide us, protect us, and surround us. Please, if there are any beings that are not of unconditional love around us or attracted to this video, please take them to the light, transmute them to Mother Gaia ceasing to exist. Any human spirits, take them to the light to be brought to peace. If they are here or attracted to this reading, or take them far away from us, our homes, our families, and our livelihoods, as we do not need that dead energy influencing us nor bothering us. With that being said, please divinely ground us in all of our chakras, from the front to the back of any blockages and of any overactivations, and transmute them to Mother Gaia. Archangel Uriel, please ground us deeply into Mother Gaia's energy, allowing us to be grounded 24/7 and present here in this very moment. allow nothing to shake us. With that being said, please give me the strength, Archangel Metatron, to divinely give the messages that are needed today. 2, divinely guide and give the downloads that the collective needs to hear today. Archangel Raphael, help us tell messages of the heart, and Archangel Michael, protect us right now, beings that are not of unconditional love and human spirits. With that being said, please just let us get the information and the truth that we need from this reading. Divinely guided, protected, and fill us and our space with white light energy of Source. Let us authentically get the messages that we desire to have answered questions. Tell us truth, only truth. That's about since we love. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Amen. Hey, Collective 3, and this is your Celtic Cross. So let's go ahead and get into it. Your present. We actually have this gorgeous card. I have not seen this one yet. After the rain, silver lining, relief, hope, mercy, it's over, acceptance. And then the immediate challenge is release the petals, transformation, death and rebirth, shedding all change. Okay. So, from what I'm getting, this is my group that is like, you know what? Yeah, recently, or even in the past, things have been awful, but I am accepting this, and I am, even though you're at peace with this and you've accepted your lot, the immediate challenge is that you are changing. That is your Wheel of Fortune moment. That's what the Wheel of Fortune is bringing to you, which is beautiful. That is gorgeous.
Maybe that's supposed to be strings.
So consciously, we have the bloom. Creations realized right now. Harvest. Celebrate. Ooh. And Mother Rose returning to each other. Compassion, humanity. Okay, so you have just recently had this bloom of wanting to be kinder and learning how to be a better person and connect to the people that you care for and love, and also seeing more of humanity. Another spiritual awakening, basically.
Why are you slacking off, God? Get back to work. Right.
Another spiritual awakening, basically. Crabs are going crazy again. Here we go. And here's your subconscious. The bud. Potential, promise. It's about to happen. Keep going. So even though you've hit this high and you are now learning how to have a positive mindset, you're also allowing yourself to change, or, you know, basically the Wheel of Fortune is bringing this upheaval, or you are accepting your lot, but you know that things still have to change. Let's say, for example, like you have roommates and, you know, you're like, all right, well, I have to make this work for the next 2 months. Like, you guys aren't ending on bad terms. You're actually still on good terms. It's just that the living situation isn't working. But you're like, you know what? We're going to have as much fun as possible and all that. And that's that accepting the lot of, like, this may be chaotic for now, but we're still going to be buds at the end. And then allowing that transformation and change to happen. Or like going to school. Like, you know, I've watched so many people back in the day, like, you know, have their jobs that they have, and they're like, hey, yeah, sorry, I'm leaving because I'm going to school. Like, I'm needing to study full time, you know, but they were like, just, you know, minimum wage jobs, fast food.
Celeste Hamilton. We did want to hire a chicken person, but Celeste was unfortunately the only sim that had a high enough cooking skill to cook our marvellous chicken.
All that. But still, it was the putting in the resignation, it was still having fun while being there, even though it was a bittersweet departure.
Celeste Hamilton, where are you going? You're the chef. Celeste! Where are you going, Celeste? Oh my God, Celeste is quitting her job?
And that's kind of the feeling I'm getting. And yeah, you are growing as a person, so subconsciously, even though you just had this bloom, you are already like having a new inkling come through your head, which is your potential, the promise, it's about to happen, keep going. Yeah, so you're like following your intuition and you're trusting yourself and your inner guidance. And you know that you're heading in the right direction. So in the past, we have the grandmothers. So in the past, you might have actually had, you know, actual family members, older family members, if this will focus. Is it gonna focus? No. Anyway, now it will, of course. Remember your roots, perspective, trust the weavings. Yeah, I think that older family members may have given you some perspective on life, or maybe you got to observe. Sometimes our biggest inspiration can be either our family members are really good examples of who we want to be, or really great examples of who we don't want to be. And I feel like you got to see that side of the coin for both. Now, in the near future, we have the inner child within. Inner mother, innocence, gentleness, tenderness. So, yeah, I think because of getting that perspective, you're now nurturing yourself more, which is why this new bud is here. It seems the Wheel of Fortune has shown you who you do and don't want to be rather well, and you have definitely grown as a person. Oh, I feel so silly. Usually I read the bottom of the deck energy, but yeah, the energy is healing is happening. You're not broken. Trust the process. It's safe to soften. So yeah, it just seems you're finding your own version of compassion and humanity through this growth that you're having, through this mindfulness. That was weird. I thought there was a bug or something. It is really early in the morning. Whatever. Anyway. So, your inner feelings. This is how you feel within. We have the Brothers of the Rose, sacred masculine, honor, protection, support, and then open, say yes, expand through the extremes, trust life. So, I think because of this perspective, you got, some of you might have been attracted to group one because of the perspective thing, which is usually like the Pisces, hanged man energy. Anyway, so with Brothers of the Rose and this open card, what I'm getting is that you are protecting yourself right now. You are putting in the action. You are guiding yourself. You may also have some really good support systems too, but I feel like this is really you being like, sure, I'm supported, but now it's time for me to support myself and say yes and push through and trust life. Trust this process.
I choose my own destiny.
And then on the outer influences, we have the crowning, intentions, thresholds, birth, rebirth, a seat at the table. Yeah, so you are going places where you did not expect yourself to go. Like, that's the outer influences, and that's what's happening with the Wheel of Fortune, is it's slowly changing for you. Like, you are definitely on this verge of a rebirth. Now let's get into your hopes and fears, which is the Sun. Joy, enjoyment, life, success, vitality, play. And then Sub Rosa.
potatoes, gravy, and cranberry sauce. Woo!
Hidden in plain sight, mysteries, learning and teaching. Okay, so here's what I get for you guys. You are so hopeful about all these new things coming into your life and what you're going to learn and teach. Some of you might want to become spiritual teachers or teachers in general. You know, you might also be my mental health professionals from what I'm seeing. This seems like the most mindful group that I've had so far, which is very interesting. So anyway, that's your hope. Your fears are that you won't achieve this happiness and that you won't unravel these mysteries nor teach them that well. But your outcome is in defense of that bud. It's the second bloom. So right here, a second chance, it's never too late, new possibilities. That's what the Wheel of Fortune is bringing into you, is new possibilities. And whatever you thought was lost forever, you're getting a second chance on, especially with guiding other people. So you're good. Now let's get into the advice groups. All right, so these will be read as a part of the overall energy. So let's go ahead and go through the selection. We have advice group 1, group 2, 3, 4, and 5. So literally left to right. Go ahead and pause the video and see which one you feel attracted to. We'll slowly pan over. Sick. Alrighty. Go ahead and go to the timestamps and let's get into this. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into your overall energy. Temple of the Rose, Ancient Power, Expression, Activation, Scarlet Codes. And then the bottom of the deck energy along with that is the Reunion, Soul Recognition, Collaboration, Partnership, Friendship. Okay, so with your Ascension, you're calling in new connections, new friendships, and you're also collaborating with your guides, with God, with your higher power. Sick. So this is what you need to release. Creations realized, right time, harvest, celebrate. Okay, so I think what you need to release is holding yourself, one, to past standards, meaning like, well, I did all these crazy things. You might have been an overachiever kid and now you're a burnt out adult, is how you feel. But, you know, you did those things. You can obviously do it again. It's not that you're a failure, it's just a proof of what you could do and what you still can do. And then the other thing is that you need to stop worrying about the right time, the right place. There is no right time or right place. There is just right now. If we waited for the right time and place, nothing would ever get done. Stop worrying about the outcome. Instead, worry about the journey. Stop just realizing your creations and go ahead and start making them a thing that you want them to be right now. You do not have to be a perfectionist. And then, let's see. We have the guidance. Initiation, thresholds, birth, rebirth, a seat at the table. Yeah, so allow yourself to, again, have a seat at this table. You are my creators, my people who, maybe my perfectionists, but you guys make some of the best stuff. Something I remind myself of so I can, you know, deal with my perfectionism is really just, do I really need to be this hard on myself? I mean, honestly, the reality is that perfectionists' worst work is most people's best work. And that's something I tell myself to remind myself that, you know what, even if it's not the best, there's some people who are making none of this happen for themselves, and it would be their best work because they probably wouldn't put that much effort into it, honestly. So Let yourself sit down and be a part of this discussion. Also, YouTube, that is a rose. That is not anything else. I think that's like a rose petal detail. I should probably cover that up anyways. That's more of a reminder for me. So let's get into your actions that you need to take. The Anointed. Answer the call, leadership, empowerment, soul gifts. Yeah, so do the thing. Take action. Give birth to your creations. And then finally, we have the sacred waters. Nourishment, replenishment, health, rest, self-care. So while you're stepping into this role, remember to still take care of yourself, okay? So you got to do both. This might be Reiki or taking a really nice energy clearing shower. There's chakra clearing showers and bath rituals on YouTube. As I like to say, spirituality does not have to be that expensive. It can be like nearly free. The whole entire point is to feel connected with source and with yourself, or one or the other. Usually at least yourself. All right, that's your reading. Thank you so much for stopping in today. And to prove that you're a real one, go ahead and put a little briefcase emoji down in the comments below. Okay, see you later. Hello, group 2, and here's the overall energy of your advice, which is the Mystic Rose: compassion, devotion, humanity, humility, and grace, followed by Code of the Seeds. The blueprint is within you. Take the next step. Yes, so the overall energy for your Wheel of Fortune moment to manifest is to essentially go ahead and devote yourself to you guys are the ones that had the extremely strong version of a spiritual awakening or a change of mind, how towards you treat other people. So you are wanting to take the next step. This might be education and social, work, or this might be education and psychology, or wanting to do philanthropy, maybe work at Peace Corps for a bit, while volunteer at Peace Corps, the works. So let's go ahead and see what you got released, though. We have Whispers of Mother Earth, creative ideas, inspiration, artist, writer, channel. Oh, some of you might be those spiritual folks I was talking about, my people who want to kind of help other people find their own spiritual awakening and guidance. And what you need to release right now is, I think, being just strictly in the creative process. Now, someone who is very creative myself, not trying to be like, I'm such a creative artist. But sometimes I understand this part where it's like we get into the creative process, but we still have to do the other stuff, like market ourselves, put ourselves out there. We can't just create and then, just say that was great and then move on. We have to, create it, and then we have to put ourselves out there. So I think that's what's happening for you is like, okay, we need to kind of move on from just the creation mode and actually promote ourselves. And then here's your guidance, which is heart healing, emotions, connection, time eases. So yeah, it's time to focus on your breath work. Now, breath work can be easily found again here on YouTube for free. Some of you may even be expecting. I don't see a lot of that here, but some of you might be soon to be parents or recently had a kid. So go ahead, focus on taking some deep breaths, connecting with this new little human, if it's a human. If it's not that, it's you giving birth to a creative opportunity. And just take some deep breaths. Sometimes it's definitely overwhelming to put ourselves out there and to create, and sometimes we need to take a step back, and it's okay to take a step back, okay? Go for a walk, take a deep breath. Some of y'all might have, more heightened emotions naturally. So go ahead, go journal, take a break, For example, I mean, for God's sake, I got mad at my printer because it was acting up, and it was really frustrating because it does this a lot. I have a really cruddy printer and eventually I want to replace it. But it literally decided it didn't want to print for me and was forgotten about for the 3rd time because there's a whole entire app and everything. And I remember I got so upset, and so I have no patience for technology. I just got up, walked away, played a video game for a bit, took a nap, came back 30 minutes later, and, you know, things got situated. So it's like that. But here's the action you need to take. Trust the seasons, embracing change, cycles of life, transition, growth. Yeah, so you need to embrace more of the cycles of the Wheel of Fortune and trust these seasons of change. And Brothers of the Rose, sacred masculine, honor, protection, support. So for the ones that are having kids, know that you are one, you're going to be supported and, you know, cared for. For the others who are, you know, just bringing in this idea or a very creative person, you need to trust the seasons and trust your actions. Just go with it. Push through. You'll be okay. Everything's going to be all right. You're just growing. You are divinely guided, supported, and what you're doing is honorable. Just push through. All right. With that being said, if you have gotten to the end of this video, go ahead and leave me, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and say the Libra emoji. I'll of course have it in here. So that's it. All right, bye y'all. Hey group 3, and this is your advice. So let's go ahead and get into the overall energy. We have the lineage of the rose, moved by goddess, here for this, soul call, gather. And then the temple of the rose, ancient power, empowerment, activation, scarlet codes. So some of you may be my people who, what the hell was that? Whatever. You're my people who, oh my God. Sorry, I really got distracted by that noise. Here it is. My brain came back. You are the ones who are possibly working on healing your divine feminine, which anyone can have divine feminine energy. Basically, it's the more like intuitive, creative, softer side. I mean, it is all a societal construct, but you get what I mean. You're working on the more gentle parts of yourself, the more comforting parts of yourself, and finding that you are the temple within. You might also be working with goddesses. You might be seeing yourself in a better perspective and really putting in that self-care, which is awesome. Again, we have water, so baths, chakra clearing, you know, energy baths. Again, those are free on YouTube. That might be something that you want to do or have been doing, and just connecting more with your spirituality, which is fueguísimo. There we go. What the hell? Okay, let's go ahead and get into what you need to release. Come to me, attracting like a rose, receive abundance, desires. Dude, chill. Your manifestations are coming and you don't have to be crazy about it. Your guidance is compassion, devotion, humility, humanity, grace. Yeah, so instead of waiting for everything to come to you, just go ahead and devote yourself to your cause of being this kind person, of connecting to spirit and doing the things do the things that you want to do for other people that you want to move forward with. This could also be like, you know, finding indifference for those who have hurt us in the past. You can find forgiveness if you want to, but it's not your job. Indifference is just as good. But yeah, no, you can't just wait for compassion and everything else to come to you, or what you desire to come to you. You got to put in the work and it'll come. Just focus on being this new person that you are now, or these new aspects of yourself that you have learned to love through this spiritual growth that you've created. Now, here's the action that you've got to take. Oh yeah, and please be more compassionate towards others. Have more grace. Help others. Volunteer. Or finally do the thing that you've been wanting to do and put action into it. Now, Rose without thorns. You have a right to your joy, peace, sweetness of life. Yeah, so you're already being told, just take the action to enjoy your life. Do the things that make you happy. Instead of waiting for it to come in, put the action in so it does come in. Because you have the blueprints. Just take the next step. Yeah, they're literally like, just take the next step. You can enjoy this life. You deserve a joyful life. And just trust these seasons and embrace the Wheel of Fortune's change, these cycles, transition through it, and allow yourself to grow. All right. With that being said, if you made it to the end of this video, go ahead and leave me the 3-stack book emoji. Okay, see y'all in the next one. Bye. Hello, Group 4. So let's go ahead and get into your Wheel of Fortune advice so that we can make this transition in life, everything that's supposed to be coming to you, destiny if you will, come through more smoothly. So the overall energy, we have the Wastelands, sustainability, slow down, tend to your garden. Okay, and then we have Sub Rosa, which is hidden in plain sight, mysteries, learning and teaching. You know what? That does make a lot of sense because of what we're about to talk about. So they're telling you to release the Rose Garden. Innocence, forgiveness, be gentle with yourself. So it's not that you necessarily need to not be gentle with yourself, but I think you need to release this rest period. Because even though you feel like you're, you know, tending to yourself in the way you think you are, you might be doing more shallow versions of self-care when you really need to be like, you know, doing some self-help books or reading some nonfiction that's supposed to help you grow as a person, or, you know, doing actual work instead of like, let's go on a hike, let's go shopping, let's go take a bath with a bunch of flowers. No, because like right now, you have to sustain yourself and actually tend to your garden, not the shallow version of tending to your garden. Gotta do the journaling, gotta do the mindfulness. Because honestly, yes, this is all fun and everything, but it's not nurturing you, and what you really need is in plain sight. And right now, you've got to learn so you can become this teaching type instead of just distracting yourself with this more capitalistic version of self-care. So here's the guidance, right? Healing the motherline, healing ancestral work, and motherline growing up. Yeah, so your guidance is go do the shadow work. Go to therapy if you can go to therapy. Go do some Reiki. But especially, go do some journaling. Go do some shadow work. If you have some trauma from, you know, an abusive past, get a handbook that is for, you know, like PTSD or CPTSD. Work through it. It's okay to do the real healing and really channel to get these energies through. Okay? The answers are all within, and you will be okay. You will get through this, and you will heal and grow through this. All right? You will get to this new phase. You might be my younger crowd who hasn't really like transitioned, because I feel like we are sold this like BS self-care stuff, and the real self-care is like really about, you know, sometimes going within and seeing those parts of us that aren't healed and need some extra TLC. And then finally, your action is the second bloom. So you're my people who are really going to second bloom as long as you really focus on taking care of yourself and genuinely taking care of yourself, like going within, taking a hermit mode, which is Virgo. You might be an earth sign, I don't know, astrology. Let's go ahead and pop in the Taurus, the freaking Virgo, Capricorn. There we go. And then, yeah, a second chance. It's never too late. New possibilities. Yeah, literally through your actions, you will be given a second chance. Anything that you thought was lost will come back to you. And because of this growth, there will be new possibilities that the Wheel of Fortune will bring into you. And the reminder that it is never too late. You can move forward. You can grow as a person. And you've got this, baby. Okay, with that being said, leave a dove emoji if you made it to the end of this video to show that you're a real one. Okay, I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys. Hey, Group 5, and let's go ahead and get into your advice to allow this Wheel of Fortune moment to just pop off and be a smoother transition. So, we have the reunion. Soul recognition, collaboration, partnership, and friendship. So you're my folks who are basically ascending and calling in possibly a partnership, definitely friendships. I feel friendships for you guys. Collaborations and your creative pursuits or work, and just realizing your soul tribe and connecting better with your guides, which is Fueguísimo. And you're learning to trust the seasons. You're learning how to trust the Wheel of Fortune. Even through the change and the upheaval, you know you're growing as a person, which is chef's kiss. So what you gotta release is the Mystic Rose. Okay, so I feel like y'all are my people with some religious trauma because we have compassion, devotion, humility, humanity, grace. And again, when it comes to like, maybe, yeah, all I'm getting is, you know, like religious trauma, someone who was taught to be all of these things extremely to the point where it's debilitating. And what we have for guidance is innocence, forgiveness, be gentle with yourself. Yeah, so going from this very religious background, possibly, or going through a very religious kick. There's nothing wrong with religion, by the way, just I think that sometimes when it's over instilled or done a certain way, it can definitely be more harmful than helpful. Loving Jesus isn't wrong, or whoever. What's wrong is trying to force people to be subservient and submissive when they don't have to always, you know, be compassionate towards abusive people or devoted towards abusive people. We don't gotta do that. We're told that they're, you know, wrong in their sermons or something for existing. We don't do that here. Okay, so not trashing anyone's religion, just the religious trauma is more like not being accepted or forced to take on a role that is not necessarily healthy, because it's teaching that you should just forgive everyone and let them basically use you as a doormat, don't talk back, yada yada yada. And what we're getting here with the guidance is the Rose Garden, innocence, forgiveness, be gentle with yourself. Yeah, so for one, if you are possibly going back to the chutney or whatever, you know, religion you had as a kid, find a denomination that is more genuine to your beliefs and alignments. Now, if this has to deal with you leaving this all behind, it is time for you to go ahead and go do some self-care. Go out into the woods. Go and find your connection with spirituality. Go find it deeper. Maybe go to a rose garden. Maybe go to a lake, man. Like, go for a walk. Get a hike in. Do something. anything but stressing yourself out over this, because you do not have to be this. Now, these qualities are good qualities, but just like with anything, a little bit too much is not a good thing at all. So take these things that you did learn and, you know, use them a little bit in your life, of course, because these are all great qualities, but move ahead and choose yourself first. It's okay to forgive yourself. It's okay to move on and to heal. And honestly, by doing so and by having these moments where we take care of ourselves, maybe, you know, go do some, I'm getting a lot for like every single group, and it could just be, of course, my perception, but really like these chakra baths, energy baths, you know, add the crystals, add the, you know, bath salts, not Florida's bath salts, the Epsom salts, man. You know, just go ahead, go take a nice bath, go take care of yourself, go be out in nature. Some of you might be my crunchy granola babes who went from, you know, going to the chutney on Saturday or Sunday to now being, I want to go out into the woods and eat my granola bar and look at the sky. And there's nothing wrong with that. Go do it. Go do whatever, you know, helps you be gentle with yourself and return back to your innocence and happiness, because whatever this was, these qualities sadly were done to an excessive amount, and they made you feel like your innocence was somehow taken away from you because of the possible chaos that it caused. Manipulative people love to use certain things to a degree. I've been watching a lot of stuff in cults recently, which is like terrible stuff. It just reminds me of that feeling. So it's okay to return to a more innocent time where you felt happier by doing the things that actually make you feel close to yourself and to God, source, spirituality, whatever that means to you, even if it's just nature, which is totally golden. Now, your actions, the rose thread, inner call, soul-led, the mystic, living courageously. Yeah, so you're being told you don't have time to be meek, man. You don't have time for this energy. You were not meant to be meek. You were meant to be out there living your life. You're being asked to go within, to go and find those answers. Go do your soul searching, honey. That's what they want you to do. Listen to that inner call. God, I've been listening to too many New York YouTubers. Listen to that inner call. And go ahead and listen to your soul. Your soul is leading you to where you actually need to be and what you need to be doing with yourself. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of you go out into nature. Go and enjoy that sunshine. Go and find your own inner goddess within. You know, go and take care of you. Go and nurture you. And that's the action you need to take. Okay, with that being said, if you made it to the end of this video, go ahead and leave like, I don't know, like a cute little tree emoji. That'd be cute. Okay, my little hippy dippy angel cookie cakes. Have fun. Take care of yourself. You are so worth it, okay? All right, sending all my love. Go out into nature. Go meditate. Go have a good time. Live life the way you want to, and go make yourself happy for once. You deserve to be happy. Life is so short. Okay, see you in the next one. Bye.